Hey everybody, it's old Pappy back with another gameplay video, this time from the test server, and I'm just going to try to show you a little bit about this new skins that we have for the Stalker and also the Vityaz. I mean, I don't even know how many guys even have Stalker and Vityaz in their hangars anymore, certainly not in Champions, but Pixonics decided to give them a little bit of a new paint job, a little bit of a redesign. I can't really see a big difference, to be honest with you. I'm just showing you here. You can take a look yourself. I guess it's, it looks like it's a bit buffed, a little bit more brassy, I guess, in terms of the paint job. And you can see the reflection on the knees of the Vityaz. And there seems to be a bit more of an angular shape to some aspects of the Stalker. But anyway, if you use them, that's what they look like. They'll be coming out on the next update. And then I'm just going to show you a little bit of Stalker action and Vityaz action. I say a little bit because they're not very good robots in today's meta, especially not in Champions League. But really, what the heck, we're going to take them out, and I have it equipped with a couple halos. They're the lockdown shotguns, and just give them a little blast there to let them know we're on the battlefield and things are going to get started. And for those of you that maybe don't even have a Stalker in your hangar, just a little bit about it. At one point, it used to be the fastest robot in the game, and actually was quite a crafty little bot back in the day before they brought out all the super bots that they run around with now. I remember on the test server when it was tested, and the idea of a robot having stealth actually blew people's minds. They could not believe it. In fact, there was a hue and a cry after the first test server that it should be nerfed, that they should kill the robot outright. It's just not fair. Pretty hard to believe, nowadays, with all the robots that have stealth and superpowers and invulnerable shields and everything else. It's pretty hard to believe that this poor little bugger here, the lowly Stalker, one of the first robots in every noob's hangar before they move on to better bots, used to be considered anyway to be some sort of deadly game changer. So anyway, I'm going to lock this guy down here. This is where kind of an interesting little battle, because I'm trying to avoid this guy getting me locked on with his weapons here. They need to lock on. You can see that he missed it, so I'm trying to kind of do a little dance to death with him here. But my halos are doing so little damage that, boom, we both get killed. So I thought that was kind of funny and kind of a fitting moment for the end for the lowly Stalker. That's probably the extent of Stalker action I'm going to show you here on this map anyway. And now I'm going to take out another one of the blasts from the past, the Vityaz. Once again, this bot, it goes back years. I've played for more than 4 years. And, this is one of the robots that everybody got in their starter hangar. They were super excited to get it. It has a heavy weapon and 2 lights. And, I have an Avenger on it and a couple Shredders. The Shredders do the lockdown. The Avengers do the damage. You can see, I'm locked down myself, but I took that guy out. And, I'm doing a little bit of damage. You can tell, though, it's just outclassed in the current meta. You could see the shield of the one of the Pantheon bots up ahead there suddenly starting to glow purple when I was shooting it. And if you don't know much about the Pantheon bots, I'm going to use them in a second. But they basically have these invulnerable shields. You can't, there you go. They have these invulnerable shields. You can't shoot through them, and the more you shoot them, the more you actually power up a built-in weapon system in these robots. So the more you shoot them, the more deadly they become. So I'm just stupidly shooting this guy. I don't even know why I am. What you should do in that situation is stop shooting immediately and just back away from these Greek bots until they basically drop their shields. All 3 robots, there's Ares, Hades, and NEMESIS. They all have varying time limits for their shields. And various cooldowns. The NEMESIS is the fastest cooldown, and reload, if you want to call it that. Ares, I think, is around 18 seconds. Hades is somewhere in between. But the idea is, when you fight these robots, you basically have to really be patient. You have to make sure that you're not shooting their shield, because they all have a built-in weapon. This guy here I'm running, this is Hades. He has a built-in single ballistic-style weapon that pops up on my right shoulder. There it is. And it shoots 3 shots that each do around, I think it's around 12,000 damage each or something like that. It's around 30,000 total. This next bot here is my favorite of the bunch, Ares. Kind of suitable because it's Ares, of course, is the god of war. And why am I shooting that guy? There you go. Don't shoot the guy when he's glowing purple. You can shoot him after. I'm waiting, and then my super weapons kick in. Oh, somebody got him. I got him before. The weapons didn't really kick in there. But you see those 4 glowing blue sticks on my back? Those are the 4 built-in weapons. And, you know, it's good for the goose, good for the gander. If someone shoots me when I put my shield up, I have 5 seconds before I can activate it. If someone shoots me, it charges and superpowers my weapons, and then I can unleash that damage back at my enemies here. So, let's see if I can get something lined up here. I can activate my shield. Okay, activate my shield. I'm shooting this guy. See, he's not shooting me. He's smart, and what he just did is very smart. Very smart. Pay attention to what he just did. He knew I had the shield activated. He did not fire. Instead, he tried to zigzag his way inside my shield so that he could be inside that shield bubble, and then his ore cans would work. And that's a legit tactic you can use against these robots. Don't stand outside the bubble shooting them. If you're going to commit, go straight at them and get in there, almost like you know, back in the old-fashioned days when people were trying to kill Carnage, for instance. You zip into their Ansel shield, or the old Lancelot days. You zip into the Ansel shield, you get inside that protective bubble, and then you basically just give them a blast and take them down from there. Now, here's another. I didn't even stick around to find out what the score was on that map. Don't really care. This is a test server. Doesn't really matter. But I'm going to start this next game here on Castle, just to kind of show you a little bit about what's, again, some of the gameplay. I thought I might change up my hangar, though. I was kind of tired of using the Stalker. I hate to say, I have several in my hangar from the old days. I don't even use them. So I decided to put this little bugger in here. And this is, of course, is your exploding kamikaze robot. And I'm going to see if I can get underneath this bridge. I saw a guy do this to me the other day. He took this bot, he got underneath this little bridge, and he just got tucked in right in there. And then he would just wait, just like a little spider, and he would wait until people came above him, and then he would explode, and the explosion would go up through the roof and take him down. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to test it. Where'd he go? He must have went stealth. So he's probably going to land. Ah, see there. All right, there he is. Okay, I did do some damage to him. All right, I'm going to try this again. He's going to hopefully come down around the corner here. Where did he go? I'm trying to get him locked in here. He's going to jump on me. He's going to attack. There he is. All right, hang on. There he comes. Let's get this. I got to activate my weapon. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Ah, it worked. Awesome. Okay, well, I just took the guy down, and boy, do I ever look like I'm hungover. Look at that. Smoke coming off the top of my head. Sparks sticking out of my knees here. Not good. I bet you, yeah, I barely even have enough health to explode, and I won't even survive the explosion. So, anyway, we'll see what happens here. He's going to take me out, but I'll take... Yeah, there you go. Bang, I got him too. All right, who can we bring in now? Oh, let's bring in our old buddy Vityaz and see what kind of damage he can do. Here, not too excited about the potential for him. You see the problem on this map. That guy's hitting me with flux from the other side of the map. Flux are insanely strong lasers, and I don't have any shields. This is the problem with the old bots. I don't have any shields. I don't have any ability. I can't jump. I can't dash. I really can't do anything. I'm just basically free silver. You know, if I wanted to play really conservatively, I guess I could hide behind a rock the entire game, something like that, corner shoot. I'm not going to do that because it's the test server, who cares? So, anyway, going to get this guy down, hopefully knock him down with my shredders. Alright, got him. And I'm going to try to take this guy's shield down. It's one thing you can do with the Avengers is try to always, if you can't take the guy down yourself, take the shield down because it's a team game, right? And, you know, your teammate might be over there trying to hit him. You can wear his shield down. I'm shooting a little bit to the left, or sorry, to the right of the paddle. Just trying to keep his shield down. And this is one of the problems. You're going to see me get hit here. You got to be careful. Okay, you got to be careful. I'm going to die here in 5 seconds, but you got to be careful because guys like to sit up there on that other side of the map. Usually you'll see guys with dragoons. There you go. There's a butch, and they try to get that angle. If you go out far enough, you can shoot under the bridge. So that's a good life lesson here. if you're going to try that tactic yourself on the other side of the fence, is that you got a really good aim to get right underneath that bridge and take guys out like that guy did. Now watch this. Here's me with my Ares. I literally backed the guy off the edge of the thing and drive him into the canyon. That was probably one of my happiest moments I've ever had playing this game. I was just literally playing it. I was like, oh, hey, what's happening here? Boom, gone. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see here. So this is the Ares. I have some shredders and some Coronas on here, lockdown shotguns, medium shotguns. They're kind of ineffective from that. Hey, Mr. Stalker, what's going on? You want to see what my new ability can do? Hey, there you go. And my new ability here is 500-meter range for these built-in super weapons. So I can kind of reach over and hit those guys from there. And here's what, see what I mean? I got to stop shooting. Your first instinct is to shoot, and I got to stop shooting. And you know what? He outlasted me. He waited for my shield to drop, and I was just a sitting duck. You know, it's interesting. I was watching a promo video. See, this is one of the reasons why we're losing. Look at that dude over there. I find this out later at the end of the game that guy in the mender, he must have glitched or something. He literally he didn't do anything in the game. He just sat there the entire time. So we were down a man the entire game. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, so Mr. Pursuer's got me where he wants me. He's got me locked down. He's just knocking the crap out of me. And can I get him before I die here? Got him. Okay. Yes, everybody's shields. One of the things, Pixonic actually put out a video about these bots today. And it was, I think that they might be a little bit concerned about them. So, because they are strong. So it was a funny video because it was sort of like, here's what they can do and here's how you beat them. And I thought that was interesting because I'd never really seen a video like that by Pixonic before, where they literally are like, here's the new robots and here's what you need to do to take them down. I think that they just want to make sure that people have a good opportunity not to just get totally overwhelmed. Anyway, that's a little bit of gameplay showing you the new skins for Vityaz and Stalker, plus some gameplay of the new Pantheon bots. You see my friend there at the bottom got zeros across the board. We were down, man. And look at that. Isn't that funny? We actually had 24 kills to 23, but we lose because we didn't have the other player there. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. Until next time, click subscribe, and good luck on the battlefield.